Here's the problem with how most off-plan properties are sold to international buyers. The developer spends €50,000 on renders, CGI walkthroughs, a beautiful microsite, printed brochures in 4 languages. Then they hand it all to a team of agents who post it on Instagram, send a few WhatsApps, and wait. Meanwhile, in Germany, in the Netherlands, in the UK, the exact buyer for that project is scrolling Facebook right now, dreaming about a holiday home on the Costa del Sol, wondering what €380,000 actually buys in Marbella in 2026, and nobody is talking to them. Not because the project isn't good enough, not because the buyer isn't ready, because there's no system connecting the two. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact 6-step process we use to launch and sell off-plan projects to international buyers, from targeting the right audience in the right country to having qualified buyers booked into your calendar automatically. This is the process behind thousands of off-plan leads across Spain, Portugal, Dubai, and Cyprus. Let's get into it. Step 1. Define your buyer before you build a single ad. This sounds obvious. Most developers skip it completely. They brief their agents with, "Sell this to international buyers." And the agents run one campaign in English targeting a vague international audience, and wonder why the leads are low quality and hard to close. The problem isn't the leads, it's that the message was built for nobody in particular, so it resonated with nobody in particular. Off-plan projects in destination markets like the Costa del Sol, Algarve, or Dubai have very specific buyer pools, and each one has completely different motivations, different timelines, and different questions they need answered before they'll trust you enough to pick up the phone. Let me give you the 3 buyer profiles that generate the most reservations for new build projects in southern Spain right now. German buyers, aged 50 to 70, Munich, Hamburg, Frankfurt. Motivated by lifestyle and retirement planning. They want to know about the area, the community, the buying process as a German citizen. They are thorough, they research slowly, and when they commit, they commit. Dutch and Belgian buyers, aged 35 to 60, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Brussels. Mix of lifestyle and investment motivation. They move faster than German buyers, they care about rental yield and resale potential, and they respond exceptionally well to a clear ROI conversation. British buyers, aged 40 to 65, London, Manchester, Edinburgh, post-Brexit relocation and lifestyle. They want to understand residency rules, healthcare access, and what their sterling budget actually buys in euros. 3 nationalities, 3 entirely different campaigns. Pick the one that best matches your project and build everything around them first. Win that segment completely, then expand to the next. Step 2. Build a lead magnet your buyer actually wants to download, not a request more information form, not a book a viewing page. Think about where your international buyer is right now. They're at home in Amsterdam or Munich. They're in the dreaming phase. They haven't booked flights yet. They haven't spoken to an agent. They are curious, but not yet committed. They will not give you their phone number in exchange for more information, but they will give you their phone number in exchange for something genuinely valuable, something that answers the questions already in their head. For off-plan projects, the 3 lead magnets that convert best are 1. The project brochure, a beautifully designed PDF of the development, floor plans, specs, prices, payment plan breakdown, completion date, developer track record, 6 to 8 pages, written in the buyer's language. 1 clear next step at the end. Book a call to find out about availability. 2. The buyer's guide. Everything a German buyer needs to know before purchasing off-plan in Spain. The purchase process, taxes, what the NIE number is and how to get it. What happens if a developer goes bust, how escrow protection works, what a notary does. This answers the exact questions that are quietly stopping them from picking up the phone and answering them for free in German before they've even spoken to you, builds more trust than 100 follow-up messages ever will. 3. The investment calculator. For the Dutch investor buyer, a simple rental yield projection, golden visa eligibility criteria, and a 5-year capital appreciation estimate specific to the development location. The lead magnet has one job: give the buyer something worth having in exchange for their contact details. Once you have those details, step 3 fires. Step 3. The ad. And I want to start with the targeting, because this is the thing that surprises agents most when I explain it. Your Facebook ad for a Marbella off-plan project should not be running in Spain. It should be running in Germany, or the Netherlands, or the UK. In the buyer's home country, the country they live in right now, the country they'll be leaving when they finally buy that apartment. Here's why this matters. When you run ads in Spain targeting people interested in Spanish property, you're competing with every other agent and developer in Marbella who's doing the same thing. You're at the bottom of a search funnel. Your buyer has already done their research. They've already spoken to 2 agencies. You're option 3 on a short list. But when you run a Dutch-language Facebook ad in Amsterdam showing a 3-bedroom sea-view apartment in Marbella starting at €285,000 to a 48-year-old Dutch homeowner who earns well and has been quietly dreaming about owning something on the Mediterranean for 3 years, you are the first conversation. You are the name in their head. You are the agency that reached them before anyone else even knew they were looking. And the copy formula is simple. Line 1. Identify the desire. Droomt u van een eigen woning aan de Costa del Sol? Do you dream of owning a home on the Costa del Sol? Line 2. Qualify and offer the project. Discover our new build apartments in Marbella, ready to move in 2026 from €285,000. Line 3. Offer the lead magnet. Download our free guide for Dutch buyers, floor plans, prices, and everything you need to know about buying in Spain. Line 4. One action. Download free. That's it. No phone number in the ad, no contact us, no hard sell. Just take this one step, one campaign, one language, one nationality, one lead magnet. We ran exactly this campaign for a Costa del Sol developer targeting Dutch buyers. €900 it'd spend, 30 days. 47 qualified leads at an average cost of €19 each. Now, those 47 people have just given you their contact details. What happens next is everything. Step 4. And this is the step that separates a sold-out off-plan project from one that's still sitting at 40% reservations 6 months after launch. The lead came in, the ad worked, the brochure was downloaded. The buyer gave you their name, their phone number, their email address. Now what? I want you to picture this. It's Wednesday evening, 9:14 p.m. A Dutch buyer, let's call him Martijn, is sitting on his sofa in Amsterdam. He saw the ad earlier today on his lunch break. He downloaded the brochure. He read it over dinner. And now, sitting on the sofa with his wife, he filled out the form. He is at peak interest. He is thinking about Marbella right now. He is wondering if this is finally the year they actually do it. At 9:14 and 47 seconds, his phone rings. He looks at the screen. It's a Spanish number. He picks up. A warm, natural voice greets him in Dutch. Not robotic, not a pre-recorded message. A conversational AI voice that introduces itself as calling on behalf of the agency, confirms it received his interest in the Marbella project, and asks him 2 simple questions. What's your approximate budget? And are you thinking about this as a holiday home or more of an investment? Martijn answers. He's a little surprised at how fast the callback was. He's impressed. By the time the call ends, 3 minutes later, he has agreed to a video call on Friday morning. That appointment has landed automatically in the agent's calendar with a full buyer brief attached. Budget, €380,000. Purpose, holiday home with potential for rental income. Ready to visit within 60 days. The agent wakes up Thursday morning with a qualified Dutch buyer in their calendar. The agent was not involved in any of this. They were on a viewing when Martijn called. They were asleep when the appointment confirmation went out. This is not science fiction. This is a working system that we run right now for agencies in Spain, Portugal, Dubai, and Cyprus. MIT research shows the probability of reaching a lead drops by 900% if you don't respond within 5 minutes. Most off-plan agencies respond in 4 hours, some the next morning, some never. Fix that single thing, the response time and your close rate from the same number of leads will double, minimum. Step 5. The nurture sequence. Here's an off-plan specific truth that most agents miss. International property buyers, especially for off-plan projects, have some of the longest buying cycles in real estate. We're talking 6 to 18 months from first inquiry to reservation. That's not because they're slow. That's because they're sensible. They're committing to a property that doesn't exist yet, in a foreign country. With a legal system they don't fully understand. In a currency that fluctuates, they need time. And here's what happens to most of those leads. They download the brochure in January. They get 2 WhatsApp messages. Nobody hears from them for 3 weeks. The agent marks them cold and moves on. Then in August, that same buyer is finally ready. They've talked to their partner. Their pension date is confirmed. They've decided this is the year. And they call the agency that's been in their inbox every month since January, sending a construction progress photo, A 2 units left at the launch price alert. A new neighborhood guide. A short market update on what German buyers are doing in Marbella this quarter. All in Dutch. All automated. None of it requiring a single human action. That's a 90-day nurture sequence. Monthly touch points, zero pressure, genuine value. The buyer who calls you in August fear after 7 months of consistent, useful contact is not a cold lead. They already know you. They already trust you. The close is a formality. Set this up once. Let it run. It costs you nothing except the time to build it. Step 6. The feedback loop. Most agents running off-plan campaigns track one number: cost per lead. When it's cheap, they're happy. When it rises, they panic and cut the budget. That is the wrong metric to optimize for. The 3 numbers that actually tell you whether your campaign is working are these: cost per qualified lead. Not every form submission, only the leads who match your buyer profile. Budget within range. Right nationality, right timeline. For a Marbella new build targeting Dutch buyers, a well-built campaign generates qualified leads at €15 to €25 each. Cost per booked appointment. This tells you whether your follow-up system is working. If your cost per lead is €20 but your cost per appointment is €500, your ads are fine. Your follow-up is broken. Cost per reservation. This closes the loop. Let me give you the actual numbers from a real campaign. €900 in ad spend, 47 qualified leads, that's €19 per lead. 11 booked appointments from those 47 leads, that's €81 per appointment. 3 properties reserved from 11 appointments, that's €300 per reservation. Average commission per sale, €40,000. Your ad cost per unit sold, €300. Your commission per unit sold, €40,000. Your return on ad spend, 133 times. When you see numbers like that, you do not cut the budget. You call your developer partner and tell them you need to run this for every nationality in every market they operate in, because you have just found a machine that converts €300 into €40,000. 6 steps. Quick version. 1. Pick one buyer nationality and build everything around them. 2. Create a lead magnet in their language they actually want. 3. Run ads in their home country, not the destination market. 4. Respond in 60 seconds in their language, automatically. 5. Nurture the long-cycle buyers for 90 days without lifting a finger. 6. Track the 3 numbers that tell you when to scale, then multiply the budget. That's the system. That's what works. 2 ways to go deeper. If you want the full written breakdown, every step, every template, every sequence, it's in the free guide at agent-success-secrets.com. No credit card, just the system in writing. If you want to see this running live for your specific project and your specific buyer nationality, book a free 30-minute strategy call at go.sm-express.com. I'll show you the whole thing and tell you honestly whether it makes sense for what you're working on. Both links are in the description. And one last thing, drop a comment below and tell me, what nationality makes up the biggest share of your off-plan buyer inquiries right now? German, Dutch, British, something else entirely? I reply to every single one with something specific for that market. See you in the next one.